So are blue light glasses actually a scam?
आजकल बहुत सारे चिल्ड्रन आर वेयरिंग स्पेक्टिकल्स एंड
Absolutely.
पेरेंट्स आर वरिड बिकॉज क्या होता है कि 3-year-old 4-year-olds if they have -3 -4 and there is a scientific reason for this which has happened and that goes with how we have evolved, like how Darwin's theory is evolution of the
Evolution.
human body.
When do you say कि screen time बहुत ज़्यादा है?
See, that's a very important thing because how much is enough? The 2020 rule came because computers came in our life. It's come much earlier. It's not something new. काफी decades हुए हैं the 2020 rule. Now, what does this do? This tells the brain that you're not doing new work.
Can eyesight number reduce naturally? So blue light glasses, are
Yeah.
they actually effective?
I'm going to take you back to the conversation we had with computers, screen time, etc. Yeah, it will help everyone who is.
So are blue light glasses actually a scam? There are many Ayurvedic medicines that we hear, reduce the spectacle numbers. So, and there are so many myths that we hear on regular basis. So today we have Dr. Safala, who is a counselor at Dr. Shroff Hospital and in practice for almost 30 years now, right, doctor?
That's right.
Welcome
Apurva.
to
Thank
What
you.
the Health. I'm very happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm very happy to address any questions that you have put together for eye health.
Yeah, so we'll begin with first the prevention part, doctor.
Sure.
First and foremost, I would like to know that how do we protect our eyes? I mean, generally we've seen आजकल numbers सब every second third person has a spectacle. So why these numbers have increased and how do we actually take care कि हमको spectacles ना लगे?
Such a good point, Apurva, and like a very good observation that you say that आजकल बहुत सारे children are wearing spectacles and
Absolutely.
parents are worried because क्या होता है कि 3-year-old 4-year-olds if they have -3 -4 obviously common sense से उनको लगता है कि 18 उम्र में क्या नंबर होगा. And there is a scientific reason for this which has happened and that goes with how we have evolved, like how Darwin's theory is evolution of the human body. So you see the older generations, if you see old movies, उनका ज़्यादा काम दूर का था. Our eyes were meant for hunting, for farming. वो काम था आँखों का. Our bodies haven't so quickly changed, but our work with our brain has changed and technology has come in. And you see most of the technology is very new, right? So when they're children only, उनके हाथ में मोबाइल फ़ोन देते हैं डिस्ट्रैक्ट करने के लिए. माँ इज़ बिजी कुकिंग, उसको लैपटॉप देते हैं या तो आईपैड देते हैं. They don't realize कि एक तो they are giving them more near work, जो बच्चों का is the developmental stage. And this creates numbers to come because it adds myopia. See, our bodies are ruled by our brain. The brain is the center. सेंटर बोलता है अरे इसका काम ज़्यादा नज़दीक का है तो इसको मायोपिया दे दो क्योंकि वो फिर एकदम मैग्नीफाइड दिखेगा. सेम मायोपिया आप दूर को देखोगे then you are seeing not clear. So that's why we are seeing jumping numbers because we are doing so much more near and there's no balance of near and far.
True, absolutely. I would say my kid is 5.5 years old. I mean, he's in the first grade, and I've seen almost out of 25-26 students, around 15 to 20 already have been wearing the glasses, which is very surprising. At the age of 5.5 and 6, we see kids having spectacles nowadays.
So the thing out here becomes ki how can we stop technology? Na schools like children who are going to IB schools, so in school only they have to do near, right? So as doctors, when you address, one tip I say is try and include outdoor sports instead of everything being indoor. Include something outdoor. Limit screen time. And the third thing that we say is use computer glasses because you can't eliminate the need. It is there. So we'll come to some point where I can explain something about anti-fatigue computer glasses. And at Shroff Eye Hospital, we've actually been able to establish by the use of this, you not only slow down then the numbers that come as you're growing are numbers which were genetically there. At least जो काम आप नज़दीक का बहुत करे उसके वजह से वो number बढ़ेगा नहीं. So we'll come to that.
True. Again, sticking to the same point, doctor, as you mentioned, screen time बहुत ज़्यादा है. तो how exactly, I mean, when do you say कि screen time बहुत ज़्यादा है? What is that एग्जैक्ट टाइम कि भाई 1 घंटा 2 घंटा या आधा दिन हम बोल रहे बच्चे टीवी देख रहे हैं या मोबाइल देख रहे हैं, तो हाउ डू यू आइडेंटिफाई दैट टाइम?
See, that's a very important thing because how much is enough?
Exactly.
Correct, na? So I don't know if you all have come across the 2020 rule.
I was just going to ask you the
You're
same
going to
thing.
ask me the
Yes.
same thing. See, so the 2020 rule came because computers came in our life. It's come much earlier. It's not something new. काफी decades हुए हैं the 2020 rule. What does it mean? कि हर 20 minutes हम लोगों को from this distance we have to shift our vision and look 20 feet away, blink 20 times or look away for 20 seconds, then come back. Do that, come back. Now what does this do? This tells the brain that you're not doing near work. It's like I give examples to my patients who come. I say, you go to the gym now. When you're going to the gym, it's not like before going to the gym your muscle didn't work. Now I'm lifting this by biceps are working. If I'm lifting this book, it's working. So every time I'm doing this lifting, biceps are working. So your body has a certain amount that your biceps are meant to work. But now I go to the gym and instead of this is like a 5 kilo ka vajan and I pump it. What am I doing? I'm changing the nature of this muscle. Ki baad mein when I'm out of the gym, the muscle doesn't become puchku again. Correct? So it's the same thing. So if I was doing something which was with breaks, my eyes will not change the numbers. But if I do that activity continuously, a message goes to the brain to say कि चलो इसको थोड़ा help दे दो नज़दीक के लिए. So the 2020 rule came that, remember, but is it practical? None of my patients can follow that. Some do have, some people have shown me on their phones, their apps, they have some alarm. So if you're so dedicated and you can do that, that's great. Otherwise, this is where the anti-fatigue computer glasses help, that removes the strain. It tricks the brain into thinking this distance is not this, it is far. So we've learned the art of basically giving the correct prescription for this distance.
In fact, doctor, we've heard many a times about 2020 rule, but the exact explanation कि ये कैसे use करना है और इसका क्या फ़ायदा है, it's not elaborated that well any time before. So thank you for that. Doctor, just to understand, there are many rules which we follow for, but eye strain तो हो ही रहा है, 2020 rule follow भी नहीं हो रहा है इतना. So especially for working professionals and kids, you mentioned about those glasses.
Correct.
So is it compatible for the kids as well? Or?
Absolutely. So sometimes what happens with children is difficult for them to wear if they're having distant powers, and I say, listen, you have to wear this chashma दूर के लिए, this chashma नजदीक के लिए. उनसे नहीं होता. They're young kids, they have to remember to carry two, they may not know which one they're wearing. So for kids especially, and some working professionals also, they come as clip-ons. So there are frames, some optical stores which are really good and expert people whom we work with. So basically those frames are there on which they add on that number. So when you're not wearing the clip-on, you're using the glasses for far. But when you're doing near work, which is planned and it is continuous and you don't have time to take breaks, then you wear the clip-on. It, eliminates the strain that you get from any screen time.
This is a good, because actually not about only kids, even we forget many a times to, ये specs, वो specs, difficult to carry. In fact, I at times feel, I have taken specs which has a clip-on glare. Because वो दो डब्बे क्यों carry करने हैं, and you forget.
So optical stores have actually manufacturers have understood that this is a problem. See, they want to fill the gap and make it easy for people. So the compliance is there. So they have not only clip-ons for near, they have a clip-on for sunglasses. So what you said you're wearing is exactly the same frame, but the number is given to them that is valid for their reading. See, common sense tells us, Dr. Purva, that you can't wear the same number दूर के लिए पहन रहे हैं, वो distance अलग है, ये distance अलग है, वही चश्मा यहाँ पे कैसे use करें? So that science has come about to make those changes.
And does it more apply to the IT professionals?
Oh yeah,
because
actually everybody, but IT professionals for sure, because IT, bankers, they sit with multiple screens. Even those who are in some sort of designing, animation, designing, if they're sitting with these screens and they're sitting close, because even their, like breaks that y'all take or holidays, and I'm addressing the audience here, it's like watching a Netflix. And when I've talked to patients, I I assume that they're watching Netflix on a TV on a screen that is like 12 feet away when they don't need to wear any glasses. But they're saying, nahi, hum to laptop pe dekhte hai. So even their socializing has come near. So that
True.
is the sad part, that to make this lifestyle shift, or at least bring the awareness to the fact that if I want to safeguard my eyes, and we are all living long, no? We have so many facilities to help us live, not just supplements. We have so many, tools available to keep our body fit. So it's not unusual for us to hear ki people are alive and healthy in their mid 80s, 90s. So if you want your eyes to be good at that time, we have to start now.
Absolutely. In fact, just I can relate with this. My husband is an IT professional, and though he has work from home, and I am out the entire day. So I always tell him कि भाई मैं सुबह निकलती हूँ तो you're on the laptop. When I come in the evening, you're on the laptop. Once the laptop work is done, you're on calls on the mobile. So I mean, the screen time is, I would say, 24 घंटे में से 17-18 घंटे तो screen time हो जाता है.
Absolutely.
So it is very, very difficult. Specifically, I can totally relate कि yes, I mean, you can't avoid. काम है.
You can't avoid. So that's what we say. We can't fight the system. And honestly, बच्चों को Kindles and laptops दिया कौन? Adults. And how did it come in existence is because of us only, right? So now we can't say we have this excellent product, ab you can't use it, right? You have to teach them how to use it properly. As long as they understand the fundamentals in it, I think they're good.
Doctor, any related to prevention only, anything, any food supplements or anything that would recommend ki okay, this is good. I mean, obviously it will not tick all boxes, but something better than nothing.
See, it's a very good question, and sometimes I feel something which people don't take it very seriously is simple, your diet and nutrition, right? But this starts again for parents who are of young kids. They have to start from childhood. Vitamin A used to be a deficiency when I was young, I remember, and the way that we used to be given was vitamin A drops. But today they have fortified it with cereals, with your rice, with your milk. This vitamin A, we rarely see vitamin A deficiency unless we see it with overall malnutrition in certain regions of the country. But our diet, in Indian diet, if you see, like the way we eat, like freshly made roti, freshly cooked sabji, which is actually, we take it for granted. It's a luxury abroad in the West. They to cook and they keep it in the refrigerator for the whole week, right? So these simple things, if it is well balanced, it's enough for your eyes. You don't have to overdo all the oranges. They say the yellow spectrum, orange spectrum. So have carrots, have oranges, have, yellow colored capsicum. Yes, it is important, but I feel in a healthy, balanced Indian diet, your thali, food, what you're eating is sufficient for the supplements, right? As they're growing older, calcium, vitamin D, all these things are important. In the older age group, the geriatric age group, and like I told you that we are living longer, the retina does become a little weaker purely because of age. So you see age-related changes in the eye, and then there are specific supplements which come into amino acids and lecithin and all that, which a eye professional has to prescribe, seeing the condition. So those supplements come later. But the focus should be on a balanced diet, incorporate exercise, going outdoors, for children playing outdoors, and following simple habits, not touching your eyes with unclean hands, not like the screen time, doing the amount of proper screen time. I think with this, it's good health. When you're outdoors, wear good UV protection. These are simple things which we take for granted. Sunglasses trend hai. It's not a trend, my friend. It is required.
Doctor, you mentioned about vitamin A.
Yeah.
Me being in pathology, I have rarely seen anybody testing for vitamin A.
Yeah.
I feel they feel there is no need for it.
Yeah.
Or it is not that known to patients कि ये हमको test करके check करना चाहिए. So anything that you want to say?
See, even today, the protocols for checking for vitamin A are coming from the doctors, either a good general practitioner or an eye doctor who is seeing the vitamin A effect on the eye. So So they see those changes in the eye, then they will ask to check it. But by and large, like I told you, in our Indian diet, we don't see that deficiency today. We don't.
So we don't see it on the regular basis.
No, we
So,
don't.
I mean, as in the way we regularly check our vitamin D, or
Yeah,
B,
B12. You don't
B12,
need to
we
check your vitamin A. No.
Okay.
B12, D are more important.
Yeah. So, how frequently do we clean our eyes, doctor?
You don't need to, Apurva. Please, the audience who's listening to this,
I mean, it's been heard many a times,
Saaf
कि
karo.
साफ करते रहो, and
So let me make it very simple. Trust your body. It's a fantastic machine, if I want to call it that, which has its automatic cleaning system, which is every time we blink, it's like a wiper. You get a new tear film. So you and me don't realize there's a barrier on our skin, and the skin of the eye is transparent. Here it is brown, here it's transparent. Therefore, you can see the color of the eye. Therefore, you can see, basically.
Correct.
Only if it's transparent can the vision go all the way inside. Now, that transparency is maintained and nourished by the tear film. Okay. Now, that tear film is automatically created by your body when your blinking is happening. So, you don't need to go and splash water. In fact, it's a complete no-no. When you splash water, it's one thing that we have some patients who also say, in the past, they used to get Optrex, they used to open their eyes and in cups, they used to open their eyes for a while. So they say, nahi, bahut fresh lagta hai. That is for that few seconds it's psychological, I feel, that you feel fresh, right? You don't feel fresh, but that little burning, stinging maybe makes them a little awake, But over time, if you make this a habit, you splash water when something has gone in, you have to. Like some dust goes in my eye, paint, some particles go in. I'll have to wash it as a first aid. I don't wash my eyes as a routine. It's not done, because you will be washing away your tears, and then your brain will get the false message to create more tears. So if you see some elderly whose eyes are, always watering, if you ask history, many of them have had a habit of doing yoga, washing their eyes, Of course, there are other reasons why the tear ducts and all may be blocked. But don't wash your eyes. You don't need it.
Doctor, just to add to this, one of my friend regularly gets a sty in his eye, and I would say हर 1.5-2 महीने बाद he'll come up कि वापस आया है. I mean, I just look, I am surprised. I mean, okay, I asked many questions कि तू बहुत, at times we have a food which is difficult to digest, and which creates heat. Is it a heat ball? Have you shown it to an opthal? Because after every 1.5 to 2 months, he has a sty.
Getting it.
So, is it some kind of infection, or is it leading to something else which needs to be examined before? For example, just to relate to it, somebody who doesn't, if the wound is not healed properly, we tell them कि भाई just check family में sugar है क्या, diabetes है क्या, check your own sugar levels, whether that this could be one of the reasons. So ऐसा कुछ reason होता है उसके पीछे?
You're absolutely right. It's very common that we see what we call as styes. So styes are nothing to do with your vision apparatus. So if anyone is worried, I'm going to lose my vision because of the sty, nobody loses vision because of the sty. The sty is in the glands which have got a block. So the secretion which the glands are anyway supposed to do, like our body secretes, right? So that secretion gets blocked, and it then forms a kind of a enclosed cyst. Now, when it is in the initial phases, what happens is, in not just India, but it's a human psychology to get quick fixes. So, kaun se eye drop se wo chala jayega? What do I do? What really needs to be done, to be honest, is simple thing like garam pani ka sek. And that garam should be garam that you can't keep it continuously. Like you need to remove it, but don't burn yourself. So clean drinking water, if you start, and the first symptom of a sty is a poking sensation. So before it becomes a big bulb, you start giving it that garam pani ka sek through the day. It will reduce the chances of it becoming an enclosed cyst. Yes, once it starts becoming enclosed, ladies wear eye makeup. could be one of the causes that these ducts are getting blocked. They are more prone to it. You also mentioned food, which is, heaty. It's only in Ayurveda that we have now that pitta and all
Pitta,
that.
yes.
But yes, but it's an observation. See, science also comes from observation, and it's not wrong when your nani or somebody says कि pickles कम खा लो या chunda कम खा लो या तो mango के season में ये दिखता है. And I feel that I don't know the science about it, but yes, definitely there is a link to your food. So I do have patients who say ki I've eaten too much chunda or I've had pickles and I have mango season, I get the style. So one is, of course, there are some bodies which are predisposed to it, like how some are predisposed to getting acne, some are predisposed to getting pigmentation. So some are having a tendency to get styes. How do I prevent it from happening? Is you have to be your own observer to see did something happen, and you write it somewhere. I always tell them you won't remember. When you get a style, just write down in one book, what did I eat, what activity I did I use some makeup, and you'll see a trend for those who get it recurring like your friend. And of course, then there are, if they get infected, and only then when the discharge comes, you need to put antibiotic eye drops to eliminate quickly. But largely they are not infected. Even the discharge is not really infectious that somebody else will catch it. So someone having a stye is not going to pass it on to
Obviously,
the other,
yes.
right? So it just looks terrible. It just makes you feel really horrid. So some styes unfortunately stay there. They become hard. They become like when you touch it, you'll say दाना जैसे हाथ लग रहा है. So when I look at you, I'll say मुझे कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है, but because you can feel it. Unfortunately, those styes may not go with garam pani ka sek, etc. They need to be, it's a simple procedure. I don't even call it a surgery, but we just evert the lid and just lick it. It's like an outpatient procedure. So to prevent it from going there, if you are getting styes, then you do this. And lastly, very important, like you mentioned, diabetes, right? So diabetes is one of the conditions where we see styes can happen. So even if you're young and you'll say, मैं तो 30s में हूँ, मेरा sugar कैसे high हो सकता है? Check it. No harm in doing that.
Yeah, because
So he should check his blood
yeah, because
sugars.
he gets it. I mean, we are literally surprised. After every 1.5-2 महीना, he'll come up with a swelling कि देख क्या हो गया. I said, I mean, why so much frequently? In fact, 2 days back only I told him कि भाई अच्छे डॉक्टर के पास जाना अभी बहुत हो रहा है.
Tell him to come to Shroff.
Yes,
I'm more
yes.
than happy to help him.
Yes,
Does he also
definitely.
have acne?
No.
So then
no.
we'll have to look at the reasons. It could be
So
even
he's
hygiene.
telling me that he has a habit of rubbing his eyes.
Yeah, there you go.
And वो hair follicle कुछ अटक जाता है, is what
Yeah.
some doctor told him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the reasons. That's why I say hands away. See, COVID has taught us, na. COVID ने सिखाया है कि हाथ, आँख, मुंह और from your face, keep it away.
Keep it away.
There was a reason, because we know that is the way infection, allergies come, and that's going in your eye. Maybe somebody's eyes, nothing happens, but somebody's it will happen.
True. And doctor, very frequently I've heard, especially the people who are in front of the screen for a long time, they use some eye drops specifically to keep their eyes wet.
Yes.
Is it recommended?
If you're doing a long screen time, it's like Apurva asking me, is it fine to use moisturizer on the skin? Now you see, today's bodies are mostly indoors. AC hai. There's more drying. We forget to drink water. We have to put stickers to say pani piyo, right? So this also affects eye health. It's overall hydration kam ho gaya. You're sitting and staring for a long time. What happens when you're on the screen is you forget to blink. It's as simple as that. You forget to blink, your tear film is vaporizing faster. So some of them find great relief in putting moisturizing eye drops. Absolutely no harm, because of course some people may say कि इसके ऊपर dependency हो जा रही है, या तो my parent is saying आदत बढ़ जाएगी, right? But these are good habits. So as long as your eye drops don't have preservatives, you get a lot of preservative-free eye drops. You also mentioned in the beginning of the talk about homeopathy, Ayurvedic homeopathy kind of eye drops. So eye drops which basically cause lubrication or moisturizing on screen, there's no harm in it.
I think that should also be taken with an advice
with
Of
the
your-
doctor naturally, because sometimes our chemists are doctors
Yeah,
and they will
many a times,
prescribe.
not sometimes, many a times.
So yeah, so
Or you
always
either
like-
Google and ask the Google
yeah,
doctor which one
Google.
to take.
Now Chat GPT is Google 2.0 now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Doctor, we'll start with the next section of
Sure.
what if. So, can eyesight number reduce naturally?
There are claims. I won't say that completely, no, because obviously there are claims based on some scientific thing, but we've not seen numbers reduce when they are high. See, there's a reason why you have a number. It's because your eyeball has become longer. So when your eyeball becomes longer, the connection to the brain has gone behind. So if I'm seeing you and my eyeball is long, right? Your image is not hitting my part of the optic nerve which is taking the connection to the brain. It's falling in front of it. So even if you do exercises naturally, the basic foundation, which is a long eyeball, is not going to go away. So sometimes because of exercise and strengthening that muscle, you may say, I'm seeing a little better. But the minute you stop it, you're back to there. So I've never seen people say that my number completely went away unless they had small numbers. Maybe they had numbers which were there for a different reason, not because of the shape of their eyeball. But it's false hope to people. I feel it's very wrong of parents to kind of force kids to do some eye exercises with pencils and all from YouTube and all that, saying ki number chala jayega. Don't take that risk. Speak to the doctor. See, there are some exercises which help remove the strain possibly, but not really your numbers.
Actually, I feel those exercises will help, maybe not to increase the number further.
Possible, absolutely. So there are things that are put in place. So again, those exercises are to relax your eyes, na?
Absolutely.
So those are the exercises that you are giving time so that your eyes get a break from continuous near
I think
work.
it is the same thing that you mentioned about 2020. It is the
Exactly.
same thing. I mean,
It's
you are-
similar.
You
Yeah,
are doing those
absolutely.
exercises so that you distract the
Yeah.
brain that यही
Continuously,
यही नहीं
yeah.
देखना है आपको.
Absolutely, you're right.
Again, do ghee and honey really help? Because I've seen a lot of reels and
you
I've
did
heard a lot.
write cow urine.
Oh, I've heard that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So see, these things were not meant to be in your eyes, no? When I'm saying no to even regular water, these things are a far stretch. So yeah, I know there are some, alternative therapies where they do this, and some people get away with it. Unfortunately, some do not. I would not recommend, especially in children. Sadly, I'll tell you one story, and I want the audience to hear this as well. And this happened to someone we know who came to us, and with a small child, saying ki the teacher has said कि इसको जाके आंखों का चेकअप करवा लो. So when we examined, that child had lost peripheral vision, was seeing tunnel vision. Okay, that means side का कुछ भी नहीं दिख रहा था. How the mother came to know, when she would call or she would stand to see, he would twist his head like this to see her. Naturally, because he has tunnel vision, and normally we can see the person standing with a
yes.
small movement. He had to move an entire long range of movement. And then the teachers noticed it. And then when we came to know the history behind it, is this parent had gone to the chemist or a doctor possibly and taken the first eye drop, because this child was getting discharge. Sticky hota tha. So they would put this eye drop, would clear up. This child grew up with this. Either it was an infection, allergy, most likely an allergy, because it's coming again and again. But the poor parents did not realize that they're causing harm, because that drop had a very strong steroid. Steroid is like magic. It clears your eyes, you feel damn good. So she kept on doing it when the child was growing older. Steroids in some people, when used for a long time in the eye, will cause a pressure increase and numb the nerves, optic nerves. So you lose peripheral vision. Now the sad thing is you cannot reverse this blindness. So it is irreversible blindness that is caused by this. So my recommendation, like you rightly said, is always speak to an eye professional before you go and do this, and don't take things for granted that are medicated and you continue using it at home. So ghee, this, even drops which are given by the chemist, you can't do these things without. So initially you asked me what's the good way to prevent our or preserve our eye health. Is put in a plan. Don't go to the eye doctor when when something has happened to your eyes. Go to the eye doctor as a preventive in the first 2-3 years of life have to be there. This is, you know, वो 0 to 3 years में वो कुछ पढ़ नहीं पाएंगे, उनको देखने की क्या जरूरत है. We know what tests need to be done. We have the tools to see whether the glow is healthy or not. So 0 to 3 years at least visit once. Then as they're growing, every 2 years please do bring them. If they have glasses, so you have to get them examined annually or at least 1.5 years. So these preventive plans are not taken seriously. So that is the time they would ask the doctor also कि मैंने सुना है ये drop use कर सकते हैं, honey use कर सकते हैं. You're getting the answer from the professional.
In fact, just to add to this, my kid when he used to have cold, he used to get that white discharge.
Correct.
क्योंकि I think the
Block हो
sinuses used
जाता
to,
है.
we used to just with the oil massage this area so that the blocks are removed, and then there is no need to put any drops in your eyes for that.
Absolutely. So the reason that discharge happens is because there's a duct. That's why when we cry, we can taste, you know, in
Yes.
our throat, because this is all connected. So those tubes that are there in a growing child are very thin. So it's easily blocked with a cold. So then the extra water comes in the eyes and waters. So when they're small, we used to say put Vaseline so you don't burn the
Burn
skin, and
skin.
just massage around these eyes,
Eyes.
you know, not in the eye, but on the sides of the
nose.
nose, right?
Yes. I mean, actually, it is so. I mean, eyes are one of the most sensitive, I would say, organ of our body, and we have to be very, very careful. We can't just, you know, follow some trend and reels and then check it. I mean, as you mentioned, this is an irreversible damage which is
Yeah.
caused to the kids. So we have to be very,
Very careful.
about it. Are there, again, coming back to the same thing, are there any herbs or natural Ayurvedic supplements, or I don't know, I mean, I don't know whether to call them a supplement or no, but some herbs which they regularly claim that okay, ये खाया तो number reverse हो सकता है या number कम हो सकता है.
Dr. Apurva, for numbers, no. They don't really help numbers. Drops don't treat numbers. There was a trend even in between. I don't know if you saw, you know, there was a direct advertisement, then it got banned. That was an allopathic eye drop, which was saying that, you know, you can drop your number, myopia eye drops, anti-myopia, whatever. They were making your pupils small. So basically they were you know, it works like basically working on the dilation. Of the pupil. So in that, then you're not really doing the cure, na? It's no cure with that. So whenever you're putting drops for a reason, you be clear what the reason is. If it's an infection, valid. If it is an allergy, valid. Your post-surgery to prevent infection, valid. There are drops. When you come to homeopathy eye drops, and they do exist, and I would not like to disrespect that field, because I myself am an actual good staunch follower of you know, some of them which are non-allopathic. But in that, the only drop that we've come across which has been safe that we've seen is something like a Cinerina kind of a drop, which they say can delay your cataract. So very rarely, it's not very common, because people would like to see clearly. They've already lost some amount of vision when they come with cataract, and it's a little blurred, but they're maybe a little scared for surgery, or maybe you want to still take time. And then I have, like, you know, some patients who ask us in our hospital that, you know, are these drops safe to you? So those are the only drops that we know from our practice have not harmed your eye. So if progress was going to happen for your cataract, it would anyway progress, and you would come because your vision would continuously, progressively become less. And some people are happy because they've got the diagnosis of an early cataract. They're using these homeopathy drops, but they have to go back to the doctor to check that the progress is not, you know, getting too delayed. The reason being is that today's surgery of removing a cataract is very different from the past. You know, they call cataract moti bindu. You know how that word came about? Because they used to remove the cataract in one piece, that whole lens. And they literally haath mein dete the, and it used to look like a chota pearl, white moti. So tabhi we didn't have all these tools and lasers and all that stuff. They actually used to use hand and, you know, forceps to remove that incision को stitch करो. Infections के chances ज़्यादा थे, तभी antibiotics इतने सारे नहीं थे. So in early days they used to say cataract को पकने दो.
I was going to ask you the same thing. that I've heard a lot कि early stages में surgery नहीं करते हैं, वो पकना चाहिए, कभी कभी अगर ज़्यादा होगा तो वो फूट सकता है. So
Okay, वो बॉम्ब के तरह कभी फूटेगा नहीं आंखों के अंदर.
so
That
this is
clear.
these are all many things which we regularly hear about cataracts. So if you can
Yeah.
just
So
throw
one of
some
the
light on
most
this.
common myth that you said is that one is कि cataract को पकने दो,
पकने दो.
right? अभी आज जो cataract surgeries है ना, they are stitchless surgeries. They are the surgeries where you are going home with no stitches. You're very comfortable. There is no pain, and this is possible because we are using equipment that is removing the cataract in a small, less than like a millimeter plus kind of incision, right? Now, in that, if the cataract has become hard, there's a lot of khicham khichi, sorry for that, but it's a difficult surgery for surgeons. A good surgeon will still be able to take care of it, but why create stress for the surgeon and for yourself and from a simple case, become a high risk, right? So, what is the right time to go and address the cataract and remove it surgically, because there's no medical treatment, it's only surgical removal, and then what you've removed you have to replace with an artificial lens. That's the basics of cataract surgery. Do it when it starts affecting your daily work. मैं उठती हूँ तो मुझे blurred दिख रहा है. When I'm clearing, so when ladies in the kitchen, when they're cleaning the vegetables, when they're sorting out rice, उनको दिखने को कम हो जाता है. So when it starts bothering your routine, men who are going to work, they say driving में lights have become, so all this is safety issues, right? So do the cataract surgery early, because your chances of basically recovery are faster. It's a quick surgery. It's less than, like in 10 minutes
10
you're
minutes,
done,
yeah.
So the old myth was wait for it. Now no longer with the new equipments that we have. And the old myth was cataract फूट जा सकता है. That also doesn't happen. It just becomes a very difficult surgery for the doctor.
I mean, they should say कि पूरा आँख white हो जाता है and you cannot see later and it will damage your eyes. So these all are myths. So I thought this will be the right platform from your guiding us कि exactly क्या होता है, and rightly said that जितना जल्दी करेंगे उतना better है. And secondly, again, our whole concept here is prevention.
Yes.
We don't want you to spend more time and efforts and money, everything on the treatment part, but yearly checkups plan karna and all these things are very important, which actually very few people regularly follow. I mean, they don't.
So to add to that, Dr. Purva, you absolutely, and I didn't say it earlier, but when you say prevention of cataract, मैं cataract को prevent कर सकती हूँ क्या? There are certain things that you should do, which are lifestyle changes. So we are seeing younger people having cataract because they have stress, they have diabetes, they have high blood pressure, they have cholesterol, they're smokers, So these are creating the high risk for getting early cataract. So these are the things any doctor will tell you, please address. So when you're addressing this, your chances of also developing cataract purely because you're aging, which will happen in your like 70s or, late 60s is fine. But when you see them in 40s and 50s, most likely these are the reasons why you've got it early.
Yeah. All these, queries that you've just answered has helped us a lot to understand कि भाई कुछ ज़्यादा मेहनत नहीं करनी. Once in a year you can just go for a checkup and check what is the exact status and work towards it. Doctor, just another thing, conjunctivitis is also very, very commonly seen, and again it spreads. उस पे भी बहुत सारे myths है कि ये देखा तो transfer होगा, and the rubbish and number of things that come up. So two things that I wanted to ask is, one is कि yes, it is an infection, but any particular reason कि जिसके वजह से ये हो सकता है कि it is commonly जैसे infection होता है वैसे है, and what is the best way to take care of it and it should not spread with others?
Very, very important question, because it's very common.
Common,
Yeah.
yes.
And now in fact when there is monsoon, abroad when there is spring because of hay fever. So conjunctivitis, na Dr. Purva, different kinds. So you have allergic conjunctivitis, and then you have viral, bacterial, fungal. So there's a whole broad spectrum of conjunctivitis. Conjunctivitis simply for the layperson means a pink eye. But you don't know what the pink eye is because the symptoms are the same, right? So you will have symptoms of eyes are watering, eyes are poking, pricking, itching. I feel like touching and rubbing my eyes, which you should not. But what is the cause of it? One has to check with, one is the examination. We come to know the differences from the type it has manifested in the eye. The other is the history of the patient. So they will tell us that I get it during monsoon, I get it during, when I'm cleaning my cupboard with old clothes, or if I've touched a cat, their eyes start watering, so they're allergic to cats. They go to a friend's house and the cat fur is all around. So allergic conjunctivitis, of course, can be addressed with anti-allergy tablets, and medication once it's already happened. But the way to prevent it is, of course, avoid the allergen. That's the basic thing for.
And we need to first identify whether it is allergic and what is the cause, what is the allergen there.
Now, the second thing which can spread, and honestly, red eye or pink eye doesn't spread by seeing. Otherwise, all eye doctors, they'll have to put that music. What is that song that always makes me remind me of conjunctivitis? Gulabi aankhein. Right? So, eye doctors will have pink eyes all the time if it was going through the, and they come so close when they examine, right? So, no, it doesn't spread that way. It spreads by what in clinical terms it's called fomites. That means, suppose I have a red eye or a pink eye, and I've touched it. While talking to you, I've touched it. Now the germ has gone on my finger. And then I say, oh, this is a nice book. And I pick it up. The germ has transferred here. Okay. Now you, without thinking, have picked the same book. From here, it has gone to your fingers. And then while going, you say, haan, mera, and you touch. That is the spread that happens. It is through actually articles. So form a habit. Like none of the eye doctors have a habit of touching their own eye as a thing. And you'll see them there all the time sanitizing between patients. Of course, I'm not saying people go into an OCD and sanitize, but keep your hands away from your eyes, and that is the single most thing that you'll stop from preventing. So, why do you wear?
I was just going to ask you that only.
So why do we say, wear glasses? I mean, we don't always say it, but it's basically when you touch, you're not touching the eye. Then it stops you from touching the eye. And it stops a reflex watering in you, because when you see somebody's eye pink, like if I yawn, how you yawn, it's a reflex. So if you see my eyes pink and watering, something may trigger in you and it starts watering. So it's just for that cosmetic purpose and to stop your hands from touching the eyes.
So it is not that we look at each other, isliye wear a black glares. It is that you yourself don't touch your eye, and you stop doing that. Because of that we wear it, which is very very important, because लोगों का ये मानना है कि हम इसीलिए तो चश्मे भी पहनते हैं कि जाके ट्रांसफर ना हो, and but the real reason is that it is passed through
your hands.
Yes. Doctor, let's look at some trending and troubling issues.
I'm also wondering what now. Let me hear.
So blue light glasses, are they actually effective?
Yeah. So again, I'm going to take you back to the conversation we had with computer, screen time, etc. Now, all of them have certain rays, right? Now, the blue rays, what it does to your eyes, or basically the UV, it's one of the range of the UV. This spectrum of light basically does not give your brain the signal that it's time to sleep. Okay, so when we are in daylight, we are not going to get sleep because that melatonin doesn't form. Now your brain cannot distinguish that this is artificial light and that is sunlight. So it forgets its circadian rhythm. So you'll have many times, I think some of us would relate that, I sleep well, I sleep for 6 hours, I sleep for 8 hours, but I don't wake up fresh. Or, I've switched off my phone, but it takes me 2 hours to kind of actually get to bed. So this blue blocking thing is actually scientifically proven that it does not allow that melatonin formation to get hampered. So you'll still get your, so in the past, you remember wo battiyan band karte the, so you naturally start yawning and everyone in the household goes to sleep by 9 p.m. because they've started shutting and dimming the lights. Earlier days they didn't even have tube lights. All this has some science, Dr. Apurva, and it really astonishes me that it's come from things in our own past, Indian, way of living, if you see. And we've been told that don't use your gadgets. And that's a rule, that you want to sleep at 10 p.m., stop all gadgets by 8 or at least by 9. It takes your body 2 hours to 3 hours to form that melatonin once you've switched off. Now, when you can't, because you are a high-end CEO, you're seeing your things, you have to wear this so that, at least you're not disturbing your circadian rhythm. So it's not actually to do with your eyes. It's not to do with eyesight, eyes. It is more to do with the connection with the brain, which is your center.
True, absolutely. I mean, we were just talking some time back about doom scrolling, that once we start the mobile, you don't even realize ki 5 minutes ka 45 minutes kab ho jata hai, and we are just scrolling on our mobiles.
Yeah,
and checking
absolutely.
something.
Which is why it's difficult, no, that 20-minute, or you'll have to put that alarm. Like some
absolutely.
of them.
I mean, આજકાલ we put alarms for drinking water to,
simple things we are forgetting.
True, absolutely true. Doctor, just to understand which is good? I mean, are the spectacles good or the contact lenses, or both are at par?
Both are useful. Good or not depends on what is good for you as an individual. There are some patients, they can't even put. One person, when he wanted to use lenses and he came for lenses, he fainted. It gave a vasovagal that, there's a fear of something coming to the eye. So basically what suits you. Lenses are not harmful if they have been used correctly. What people do, they actually, I'm telling you, they spit. They clean their lenses with their own spit and they put it back because it started bothering them. Pani kahan se lao? They actually use their saliva to do this. Okay, they are really bad habits that I've come across in my own journey with my patients. So these are the people actually who convert to doing LASIK because they've taken a step to use lenses. They've been sleeping with it overnight. They're using it beyond the expiry of the lenses, right? All these cause lens related problems, and then they say we don't want to take, for them it is wearing glasses continuously as a step back, so they move forward to doing LASIK. Some cases we have to say no to LASIK because they've damaged their cornea so much by abusing lens wear, right? But they can be your best friend if you follow to the T the hygiene, daily disposables versus monthly for those who can afford it because it becomes more expensive. So then at least you're taking away that whole thing of keeping in that container. Many times we have people who are both users of spectacles and lenses. तो वो क्या करते हैं, लेंस निकाल दिया, वो केस में रख दिया, केस में सोल्यूशन है, सोल्यूशन एवरीडे चेंज करना होता है, वो तो इंस्ट्रक्शंस दिया है, वो तो भूल जाते हैं. नेक्स्ट 3 days लेटर वही सोल्यूशन से डालते हैं आंखों के अंदर, राइट?
And then the eyes become
then
red
you'll
and
complain, अरे lens is not suiting me. You are not blaming your way of
Habits.
looking. So yes, lenses are good, spectacles are also good. See, some have problem with spectacles because they say fogging होती है, यहाँ पे marks आते हैं. So they are the ones. So it is a need for the individual. As long as you follow the right principles, both are fine for you.
In fact, I've seen nowadays people are investing more on the look and feel of the glasses.
The frames, no?
Frames,
even if they don't have a number, they want it.
Yes,
It's like a charismatic appeal. That's fine. They were funky ones.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, doctor, just to add, 2 questions add to this. One is, who is actually eligible to do a LASIK surgery, and at how early age that can be done? Secondly, as we just mentioned about the fancy eyewears that come up, so these glasses are not good enough. For example, you get a glare for 100 rupees also, and you get a glares for say 25k also. So what is the difference in the glasses, whether those glasses will affect our vision in any way?
So very, very important questions. Let me address the glasses which are the fake ones that you would wear, or you just buy it from one of the markets, right? So it's very important to know that what you're wearing is UV protected. So UV protection, some of us feel that darker the glasses is blocking the light. It's not so. You'll be surprised, because sometimes what happens when you're in dark, your pupil dilates. What is a pupil? If you shine a torch, bachpan mein, we've done that, and wo black ring has become small and big. So that's the pupil, which is a regulator of allowing the light in. So when you go to a movie theater and you're watching the movie in the dark, right, your pupils have widened to allow a lot of light in, so you can see nicely. The minute we open the doors and come out, that light is, it blinds you for a few seconds, a little flashes and all. Then you get adjusted, because then your pupil has gone back to a normal size, allowing less light to go in. So that's the function of the pupil. So if you wear dark glasses which are not UV protected and you're in the sun, so you are thinking that rays of sun are not going, but inside they're more going because it's opened up, no? So you're actually harming your eyes by wearing really dark glasses which you have not tested, which are UV protected.
In fact, we've seen all kind of colors in the glasses.
Yeah.
Multicolor, blue, red, green, all the colors.
And all may be fine, Apurva, but what is important is UV protection. And sometimes, of course, there are stickers. वो भी manufacture किया है in the fake market. वो भी लगा देते. So don't follow that. So there are many good optical stores, including our hospital. They have those machines. So
check.
sometimes patients come with their frame saying, "Doc, can you check that these glasses are UV protected or not?" And we can tell that they are UV protected. So if you are really fond of wearing sunglasses, and I don't say it is a trend, I say it's a requirement. If you're wearing something, if you're walking a lot on the streets of the city and there is sunlight, and we feel that if it's cloudy there is no UV, there is UV everywhere. So when you protect your eyes with good sunglasses, that's protecting your retina and your optic nerve. So this will help you have healthy eyes for a long period. So this will be the answer for the part that, wearing the correct frame, how does it go? That you can easily test what you're buying. If you've really picked up something for a steal and you're still in doubt, then take it to an optical store and check.
True, absolutely.
That's what you could do. Coming to LASIK, you asked about, right?
Yes.
Who's eligible for LASIK?
And that from at what age? I mean,
yeah, the age group that's eligible for it. Very important question, because we talked about children having glasses.
True.
And one of the reasons why we don't do LASIK before the age of 18 or in some cases 19 is because you're still growing in height. So when you're growing in height, your eyeball is also changing shape and getting longer and longer, right? So if your genetic disposition has a certain shape in mind, that by the 18 years of age or 19 it stops, right? That shape basically has to be established. So you don't do LASIK when they're growing up. You can't. Because what is LASIK? LASIK is basically, I give people the analogy of a room. Imagine you're in a room and the front window of the room is your cornea. That's the place where we stick the contact lens, right? And your room is long and the back door of the room has a connection to the brain. So now as you're growing, your room is getting longer and longer. If it's a correct size of room, then what you're seeing, as I'm seeing you, your image is falling on the back door and it's going to the brain. If it is behind, which par of spectacles makes it fall there is the -1, -2, -3. So the higher the par that you hear is actually the longer the length of the eyeball. So therefore, when we do LASIK, we have to make sure that you are eligible, that when we are redoing when we are removing the number, we are basically reshaping the cornea. So cornea is like your door of your eye. So you are born with a certain thickness that doesn't change. Now if you're going to zap off your numbers, and then obviously it will become thinner, it can't grow again because that defeats the purpose of laser, no? So think about it this way, that this door can only become thinner when you do LASIK. How thin is thin, how thick is what is determined when you come for a checkup. So when you are growing, this thickness has been established when you're at birth, and by the time you're 18, it stays the same. So when we get patients who are saying that my numbers haven't changed a lot, my height has not changed a lot, and they are 18, 19. Some of them are the kinds who are going abroad for universities, they're going out of country, some of them play sports, so spectacles does create a problem. We definitely can consider LASIK at that time. Then we teach them how to not let the numbers drift, because They are the kind who will sit on the computers, and that's where your anti-fatigue computer glasses comes in. So our patients don't really come back for a retreatment because numbers came back after a couple of years, because we train them in that manner. Now, so LASIK can be considered after the age of 18 years or 19 years because your physical growth is established. But there are a lot of tests that need to be done by the doctor, the LASIK specialist, to ensure that you're fit for it. So sometimes we see those who have high numbers like -10, 12 fit for it, and small numbers like -2 may not be. So patients usually think just number, age is good enough for me to know whether I'm fit or not. And that's not enough. There are many tests. We need to see even the size of pupil in dim light, because it shouldn't be that when you go out in the night, light's going to cause night vision issues, you know. It shouldn't be that in future you won't be able to wear colored lenses. Many like to do that. So we need to see the health of the cornea, the status of whether you already have some dryness on the surface of the cornea. So all these things are established in less than 2 hours of checkup.
Doctor, generally the LASIK is done just to remove the spectacles, or is there for any other particular condition also it is done?
So no, LASIK per se is going to remove your spectacle paths. So these are spectacle paths which are distant. So therefore 18 being the lower end, so early 40s being the upper end. Because what happens after that is that when you're in the late 40s or in the 50s, your lens also is changing. So you're getting reading numbers. And that is going to keep on happening. That's why you see pehle plus 0.5 tha, fir plus 1 ho gaya, fir plus 2 ho gaya. So you can't stop that, because that is coming from your system of aging. Right? So when we do LASIK, we also tell the patients should know that basically LASIK will work for your distant numbers, not for your reading. So if you have both, which is bifocal, it will only take care of your far, not your near. So it's best done when you're young. You know, when you are in your 20s, in your 30s, they have more advantage of doing it.
So is this a reason why people say कि even after LASIK मुझे number आ गया, but it is the near vision that they're talking about?
No, there are both, Apurva. Yeah, so near number to aayega hi, because that you can't. There's no remedy so far to stop us from age-related changes in the body.
True.
But some people do get a shift in numbers, because what have you done? Like, I'll give you a simple example. You're wearing distant. You're wearing spectacles. दूर का spectacles यहाँ पे पहन रहे हो, then the brain says अरे ये तो दूर का है, इसको थोड़ा help करने के लिए थोड़ा minus ज़्यादा दे दो. So if you were wearing a -2, उसको 2.5, next time you go to the doctor, 2 has become 2.5. So what you do? Change the spectacles. Now 2.5 you start wearing here. Then after some time brain will say अरे 2.5 is not enough for this, let me make it 3. So these are called jumping numbers, which we see. Even numbers were meant to stop when you have stopped your anatomical physical growth. Na? After that, if your numbers are changing, it's because of the way you're using your eyes. So if you can't take that 20/20 break, you don't want to wear anti-fatigue glasses on top of your spectacles, your numbers are going to jump. So whether you did LASIK or not, so if you've done LASIK, you say, oh, permanently my number's gone. It's gone. Suppose I did it today, it's gone for 2025. From 2025 onwards, how you use your eyes. If you don't take your breaks, you don't use your anti-fatigue glasses, a small percentage, it does creep back in.
Okay.
So post LASIK, a very important post-op instruction is you have to wear anti-fatigue glasses, which we train them in our hospital.
And doctor, you just mentioned about the color lenses. So again, coming back to the same thing, जैसे glares का भी एक UV protection रहता है, you mentioned. For the lenses, there are so many color lenses which the young generation uses. So does it harm our lens in any way?
If you are using lenses, I've seen lenses being sold in markets, in shops, na? Sometimes you buy them online, Hong Kong ka, Korean ka, there are all sorts of gizmo things, and they're different and they're cheap. So you get kind of, attracted to the price. It's not healthy to wear that, because see, when you're wearing a lens on your eye, you're wearing something which is stopping the oxygenation from happening. So the lens has to have that material which allows a certain amount of oxygenation, which is breathing. It's a live cell out there. So that living tissue needs air, it needs oxygen. So if you're putting the lens, you're decreasing its chance for that. The lens has to move along with your you know, every time you blink, it is supposed to slide on your tear film. If it dries and it sticks there, again, it's going to cause harm. So number one is colored lenses, which are available just in open market with no brand. Please don't go for it. Go for the regular branded ones, which we know. Like, you know, I don't want to mention brands to make it like a marketing thing, but you know, the known brands have actually a wide variety, violet color and all that, you know. So lenses
should
are
be-
safe. Yeah.
Actually, we should be watchful. What exactly are you putting in your eyes? I mean,
Absolutely.
it is such a sensitive
Part of your body. Think now, dust sits here, you can't feel it. Dust sits there, how it pokes you.
Absolutely.
So common sense tells us that's such a sensitive area. You can't do, you know.
Doctor, have you come up, I mean, in the current trends that we see in each and every field, in the eye, I mean, not eyewear actually, in the eye technology, anything that has come up which is, you know, trending currently and which is actually good? I mean, any new technology with respect to.
Absolutely. So technology keeps coming with LASIK. LASIK, like we have Wavelight Innovize or Wavelight Plus, one of the first in India to actually have it. So basically the technology, you know what they're doing, they're incorporating, you know, like different systems to kind of say what is the best number that Safala or Apurva can have that make them see even better than they're seeing. So they're actually, the downside of this is they're overselling it. They're calling it eagle vision. They're calling it like superpower vision, supervision. So they're raising expectations. Now, it's important that 6x6 or 20/20 is your normal sight. You can be, most of our patients post LASIK see better than that because that's the technology helping you get better results. So that's where I've seen technology helps, not only in that, in diagnostics. So there's a whole change in the, you know, eye care which used to be from the past. Earlier there was nothing, they didn't have tools only. So no doctors wanted to become ophthalmologists. Today many want to because there's so many things, it's fun space to be. But those, the trends are more for the doctors actually, but they're getting marketed directly to the patients.
Just reverse of it, any troubling trends do you feel which is, I mean, you have patients coming up to you that they have done XYZ technique because they have seen it and it's actually caused a harm?
You know, it's less now, but there was, I think everything comes with, like you say, trends means it's, you know, everyone's talking about it at one time now about it.
Absolutely.
I don't know from where it came, but at one point we had patients saying we want to change the color of our eyes permanently.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yes.
Yeah, how would you do that? Your
It's a
iris is
genetic,
right
yeah.
inside, you're born with that color. And they were saying, no, you don't know anything, you're not updated. So I said, okay, send me the information. And I learned there are people who are going and doing tattooing, okay, of their eye. And that was really, really scary for me. And some things in Russia that are being done, you know, or were being done. And that was scary. Thankfully, I think there's a little down on that.
I mean,
They're tattooing their eye, they're like putting different, I want to change the color of my eyes permanently. Stick to lenses, no? Lovely colored lenses. आज pink pen ho chahiye to, kal green pen ho chahiye to. Stick to something which is safe for your eyes.
I mean,
That was a troubling
a tattoo needle to put it on my hand also, I'll be scared ki, you know, whether the needle is fresh enough or no. I mean,
Yeah, I have no idea. So I guess that tattooing is not with a needle but pigment. So they're like inserting pigment, and
that's the
even worse, not scarier.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was a scary trend, Apurva. Hope it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, quite shocking. Quite shocking. I mean, some things which people, I mean, dare to follow without even understanding the consequences, what they might, you know, maybe one of it can pull it, but everybody cannot. So, I mean, you should be wise enough कि क्या follow करना है.
Absolutely. You really have to use common sense, which sometimes I feel goes for a toss. And you just follow the, you know, trend without giving a thought. It's dangerous sometimes.
Doctor, let's look at some myths and facts.
Yeah.
Again, we've already answered, but ghee in the eyes.
No
myth
way.
of-
Absolutely not. Please don't put ghee in your eyes. Put it in your stomach. It's supposed to be very healthy. Like, you know, it's not going to raise your cholesterol so much. Put ghee where it's meant to be.
Can staring at greenery improve our eyesight?
I wouldn't say, it's a yes and no. It doesn't improve eyesight, but it definitely relaxes your eyes. You know, there is something called color therapy and things like that. And that's why you say that green makes, there is a relaxation somehow. It's psychological also, because all this is human network, right? It's a network in the human body. But looking at green and I'm expecting my number to go away will not happen.
Okay, blue light filters help everyone.
Yes. Yeah, it will help everyone who is, let's complete the sentence, who is sitting for long hours on computers or screens or iPads, on Kindle, on their mobile phone, and doing it for a very long time, especially in the second half of the day. That will disturb
So
your...
how does the second half?
You want to sleep, your melatonin. Now all supermarkets, you stand in queue to pay in these high-end supermarkets, you're paying your bill. I see melatonin gummies or that over the counter.
I have seen.
This is what I'm saying, is the human mind is a quick fix. Acha nahi, काम कर लो like that, but melatonin ले लो.
I've heard about this mulberry lutein also. People for the
Take
eyes,
so that lutein and all that, like I told you, is healthy for the retina. So the science kind of scientific studies are published, but they have more value when you're a little older, not really
at the young age. Yeah. So kids should wear glasses or wait. I mean, what do you recommend?
If they have a number 110%, they have to wear glasses, because that is the way the brain develops. If you don't give them the right visual feed, they are going to decrease their cognitive learning. So learning has a lot to do with hearing and eyes, and this we even see with older people. See, there's a lot in parallel with young and the geriatric age group. You know how we say treat the elderly like kids? There is a science in that. So what we tell is that when you are wearing the correct glasses, you will learn better. When you're older, you don't want your brain to become, slower, with more prone to getting dementia, Alzheimer's. You want to keep it fit. Your visual input is very good for the brain. It has to go. Even hearing input, there's a balance. We shy from using hearing aids. By not hearing, you're reducing the input to the brain and your cognitive abilities become lesser, So that is why what we do with childhood, and it's important, and of course the period where you're looking after your eyes, but wearing the corrective lenses if you need it. If you don't need it, of course you won't wear it, and I'm hoping that's the case for most kids. But if they need to wear spectacles, by using spectacles, you're not getting dependent on that number jump nahi karega if you're using it correctly, and the right kind of doctors, like we tell you how to use it.
LASIK is 100% safe? Yes or no?
For those who it is fit for, and under the hands of a good surgeon. So there are a lot of caveats to it. Yes. So it is safe because it's outside the eye. So there is nothing that's going to go inside and damage your, vision apparatus. So nobody's really lost sight or vision because they did LASIK, right? They had to be correct candidates for it. So sometimes we have patients who have come who are not the right candidates and who unfortunately gone through LASIK and had some complications. So you have to make sure that you are a candidate for that laser procedure before you go and do it. And if you have been told you're a good candidate in a good center with a doctor of repute with enough experience, it's safe.
Doctor, we've gone through almost every basic things related to eye, which is commonly being talked about. And it has been a very informative session. But one last tip that you would like to share it with the audience, that this basic 2-3 points follow and we can take care of our eye health for a longer time.
Yeah, it's a good thing to put it in a nutshell. That eye health, what does it mean to you? So again, eye health divided depending on the age that you're in, but by and large in all age groups, keep your hands away from your eyes. Wear the correct lenses, wear anti-fatigue glasses if you're sitting on computers for long hours and you cannot take breaks, which is 20-20-20. Another one is that definitely pay attention to your systemic conditions like diabetes. Stay away from that. Diabetes can actually cause bleeding in the eye, right? That's like a vitreous hemorrhage that can happen.
Glucomas.
It can cause fluid in the eye. There are lots of problems which diabetes can cause, high blood pressure can cause. So do the things which are corrective for your lifestyle to avoid these conditions which would also affect your eyesight. And don't follow trends and things, and just because they are nani ka nuske, putting, just be sensible about that. I think that's good.
Absolutely, doctor. Thank you so much for an insightful session. And audience, I would just say that don't take your eyes for granted. This is a play. I mean, the only place through which you can see the world.
Yeah.
And some basic tips already Dr. Safla has shared with us. We do need to follow that. And another thing which you've mentioned, I would like to stress more on that don't keep rubbing your eyes.
Yeah.
There is no need to keep washing your eyes continuously because it's a natural process which our eye does it. So follow these simple tips, and for more such information, you can subscribe to the channel. And until then, please be safe, please be happy. Thank you so much.